and welcome into Bon Appetit. Bon Appetit is made great with a good cut of beef. And for the 4th of July, how about a brisket? We have with us today Ali Cantrell, and you're with the Alabama Cattlemen's Association. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
It is, and it's for
lunch.
the 4th of July. So.
And breakfast.
And breakfast.
It could be all three of them today. And
That's true.
Yes, and today you're going to be talking with us about a brisket, and this is a brisket.
That's a whole brisket
Oh,
right
my
there.
goodness.
So if you're gearing up for the 4th of July and want an all-day cooking segment, basically, you'll get that big brisket from Costco or wherever you go, and then put it in this big smoker right here for about 7 hours, and then have it ready for that night before the fireworks shut off and everything. So it's great.
Oh, that looks good.
It is.
So tell us everything that you did with this.
So basically, this is the finished product here. Basically, what I did is I rubbed it with a dry rub. I had like garlic, salt, pepper, and
right
paprika.
here.
Yes.
You want me to hand you those?
Yes, that would be great. So I can get this one.
This is the salt.
That's the pepper.
Pepper.
Garlic, salt,
and
then
of course
the paprika.
Paprika.
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay.
So and then
that's
I'll
not
mix
too hot. That just gives it the
exactly.
color. And,
gives it a little sweet flavor because it's a sweet paprika. Get that all mixed up, and then we put it all over that piece of meat. We try to get it on every inch of that piece of meat throughout it.
Wow.
So
basically, I mean, you're using gloves. If you're at home, you could do it barehanded if you want. But
definitely wash your hands beforehand.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
It's good however you want to cook it. Brisket is definitely more of a Texas dish, but I think it's breaking into Alabama quite a bit.
Yes.
So,
right.
I'm seeing it on more and more menus.
Yes, definitely.
So what does this actually do other than just give it flavor? Does this help to make it a little bit more tender? Or?
So actually what you'll do next is to make it a little bit more tender. I've already pre-made kind of like a moisture in here, and it's got coffee, a little bit of Dr. Pepper, and then a little bit of paprika in it as well. And it's all mixed up in here. And so basically when it's on that grill.
Are you going to give us a menu for this, or could they just go online and do
Oh yeah, come to my restaurant, Ali Cantrell.
Amen.
LLC.
LLC.
But yeah, once it's in that smoker, you let it smoke for about 2 hours on its own without any of the moisture. And then you come in through here, which my spray bottle's not working today, but that's all right.
Okay, that's
so basically you kind of dump it a little bit over the meat, let it have that moisture in there, spread it around, and that way your meat doesn't dry out while you're smoking
this
it.
is over and above the seasoning.
Yes.
So it's going to give it that extra, it's going to give it a little bit more flavor, because obviously from the Dr. Pepper and the coffee, you're going to get some flavor.
Yes, it gives it a lot more flavor
and a
lot more moisture.
The Dr. Pepper, Coke, any of those things, they also tenderize and break down.
Yes.
Yes, the acidic of it breaks it down.
Yeah, you bet. You bet.
You can also do this with beer if you'd like. So if you're out there drinking beer, you can pour a little bit of beer on there and do that. But I like to do it with a little bit of sweetness to it.
Okay, it makes sense. And you said about 7 hours?
You'll do it for about 7 hours on the grill, and then afterwards you can just slice it up like we have it right here, and it's ready to go. You can put it on a bun, or you can eat it as is. Have it with some mac and cheese, baked beans, whatever sounds good.
So basically what you're going to do is, obviously when you buy it, you take it home and you refrigerate the piece of meat.
Yes.
Then do you take it out and kind of let it come out to do a little bit of room temp?
You can for about 20 or 30 minutes. Let it sit out.
In other words,
for a
don't
little
take
bit.
it directly out of the refrigerator and try to do something.
Right.
Let it have a chance to, for lack of a better, warm up a little bit.
Yes.
All right, I've got a question that is logical. You know, it's like when I fix a steak or something, this is so big. How do I know for sure that it's done? Do you go ahead and just cut into it?
So we actually have a temperature probe in it right now while it's smoking, and we can tell what the temperature is. So it should be at about 145 degrees inside whenever it's fully done.
So the brisket that's on there, when it went on there, was it about this size, or was that a smaller brisket to start with?
This one's a smaller brisket to start with.
Thick at one side and thin at the other side.
This is a 13-pound brisket, and that one was a 9-pound brisket. So it was just a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to eat for the small group that we're in.
So you're going to be more well done this end and more rare that end.
Yes, you'll be more well done here, and then this will be more of your fatty area that gives it that juiciness. So you want to keep a lot of fat on the brisket, just because it adds more of that flavor.
How often do you turn it?
So I turn it every hour or so after I spray it and with moisture.
And you basically season both sides. We're just
yes.
seasoning one side.
Yeah,
you
can
do season both sides.
Oh,
Great.
Allie,
So-
thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
Can't,
thank
can't
y'all.
wait
To get more
eat.
recipes on beef, you go to your website,
Yes,
which is
go to beefitswhatsfordinner.com. They
we're
have
putting that on the
tons of
screen.
recipes. They even have tailgating recipes if you're looking for specific like tailgating recipes,
Great.
like just like this with the brisket.
Well, thank you
Wow.
so much, and just remember, what a better way to celebrate the birthday of America than with a brisket in the backyard.
From
And-
Alabama cattle.
That's right. And we'll be right back right after this.